I was like, maybe it's the chair's fault for being comfortable. I was like, maybe it's the coffee's fault. I was like, I don't know, but if you're going to vape, you might as well do it well, be good at it. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's not vaping's fault that you're sitting there for 2 hours. There's something else going on. If you don't like it, change it. Mm-hmm. You can walk around, you can vacuum your house while you vape. There's a lot of things that you can do. I don't know. It was just mind blowing to me for a minute, and I had to chuckle a bit and go, okay, Corey, let's just let's move on.
I'm thinking about what you're saying, and that it kind of crosses my mind that anytime there's any sort of like motivational books, or if you've ever listened to any kind of motivational podcasts or speakers, it is very productive oriented. It's I'm going to do this today. It's not ever I'm not going to do this today, or I'm going to try not to. It's always kind of a forward looking framework like you were speaking of. And I think it's psychologically proven too. And this is just a tidbit of info, little fun fact, is that if you are trying to remember to do something, you need to tell yourself or to remind somebody else to remember something. You're supposed to say, remember to bring the notebook from the desk, instead of don't forget the notebook from the desk, because for whatever reason, it's been proved. They've done tests and things, I guess, or gotten some sort of information from that's written down that people are more likely to recall stuff like that when it's a reminder. It's in a positive way, opposed to using the word forget.
Yeah, because if you ever left the house, I do this all the time. And I'm like,
so when you're saying the word asshole out there, or dick or whatever, don't be this, if you're saying don't be this, then and you're saying that word, then that's the word in your head, right? Not like great person. Your mind's circulating around great person. Be a great person.
But if you ever left the house and you're like, what am I forgetting? Well, how are you supposed to remember? You forgot. Mm-hmm. Obviously you forgot. And I do that at the store all the time. I'm like, damn, I know I'm forgetting something. Because I'll go to the store for one thing, come out with 20, and then be like, oh, I forgot the thing I went in there for. Yeah. But, I'll start trying to do that, that's right, I was going to remember to bring this.
Remember to bring the
instead of
fill in blank, yep.
Boom, hit the steps and be like, what am I forgetting to do? Mm-hmm. I don't know, because you forgot, man. Good luck. Your mind's already 25 different places than before when you were like, oh, I told myself not to forget that.
Yeah. So try to say, what was I supposed to remember? And see what happens.
That. It's a good piece of advice. Mm-hmm. I like it. But the meeting, though, it was cool. Like I said, they all talk funny, and I told them that. James,
they say the same thing to you, though.
No, they really talk funny. And I told them, I was like, you guys say 3, it's free.
Yeah, but that's what they say. That's normal to them. Free. Why are you saying that they're weird?
English.
You're weird.
It's the same language.
It's their accent.
We speak.
No, that's
we speak English.
That's their accent. That's how they say it. If we went over there, you're the minority of one without the accent. It means you have an accent, not them.
Well, why do they sing in English then? In American,
they still have an accent. Yes, they do.
No.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Okay, well, let's agree to disagree.
You ever hear George Michael sing, I will be your father figure. Rest in peace. Put your tiny hand in mine.
Okay, well, I'm just saying in general.
And then you hear him talk. Well, he doesn't talk now because he's, rest in peace, not with us anymore on this earth. But, I don't know. So, yeah, they talk funny, and I had to tell them it's 3. I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, if I get invited next Thursday, I'll be happy.
You think you're not gonna be?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
We'll let you know, people, if he does or not.
Hey, and they said too, to invite other people. It's not an AA meeting. It's not an NA meeting. It's just dudes talking about recovery and what's going on in their lives. It was pretty cool.
That's good.
So if you're down for that, hit me up. Send me an email. Hit me up on Facebook, whatever. And I'll give you the meeting time. It was 4:00 today. But it could be at 3:00. I don't really know. He told me it was because it's at 8 p.m. England time. And that made me think 3. And I think last week it was at 3. And the week before it was at 3, which I wasn't able to make. But then today I'm like, all right, 3. And then he hit me up and was like, hey, man, in an hour. I'm like, all right, cool. And then he hit me up again and was like, no, oops. I meant like hour, 25 minutes. I'm like, well, that's I don't know. Anyway, if you're interested, hit me up. I'll send you the link, and you can get in and chat with some people and tell them they talk funny.
Hey, speaking of time, I heard that we need to remember it's daylight savings.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So
get an hour extra sleep.
Falling back. So remember to change your clocks.
I used to hate that. When I lived in Michigan, because when I lived in Michigan before, we had to wait till noon to buy beer.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you're making the connection.
No. And then Texas, same thing. You had to wait till noon. But football started at noon in Texas because it's an hour behind. It's Central Time, which I think is a great time zone, by the way. So, yeah, it used to make me mad. Like, damn it, I got to wait. And in Arkansas, they don't sell any liquor on Sunday, so you had to do the whole stock up thing, which I don't understand them states that do that. Oh, we're in the Bible Belt because it's Jesus Day. Well, I'm still drinking, but I just bought it the day before. Like, is that just a way for stores to not be open, like liquor stores and stuff? To be like, hey, we get a free day off here, man.
I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is.
Because to me, it just doesn't make sense.
I guess it's a deterrent of some sort.
Well, in Arkansas, it's weird anyway when I lived there. Because Fort Smith, where I lived, is in Sebastian County, which is a dry county. But you can still buy liquor and drink in Fort Smith. This is grandfathered in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah? Remember that movie True Grit?
Yeah.
With, what's his face? Beau Bridges or whatever his name is.
I don't really remember it that well.
It's not that old.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't really.
But anyway, it's like old West Town, and the hanging judge was in Fort Smith. Like if you did they'd just hang you. They didn't care. And it was called it Hell on the Border. It's on the border of Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dry counties. Yeah, I know in Kentucky, there's dry counties, lots of dry counties, back to back. So you can drive hours and there's no bars or, can't buy or sell alcohol, period. You can drink it there though. It's not illegal to drink it.
You can't buy it.
You can't buy it or sell it. And there's no place, there's no gatherings even that you can bring it into, I don't think. But that's. I'm sure that I wonder what the numbers are there. I'd be curious to know. I wonder if they have AA meetings there.
Where?
In in Kentucky in dry counties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a nice little rehab, which I didn't go to in Arkansas.
Well, not all of Arkansas is dry.
In Fort Smith, most of it. That's what I said. In Fort Smith, you can drink. Even though it's in a dry county I don't know. It's just one of those things where I think people are like, you know how much money we're going to lose?
Right.
You know how much money we are going to lose?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll make an exception here. I'll just turn the cheek, Just don't sell it on Sunday. Okay.
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me. But, yeah. It is what it is, man. Glad to be back in Michigan. And I met some cool people in Arkansas, and there's some that listen to the podcast, but it was just different.
Yeah.
For sure. Different way of living. La vie en. So that's what I got today. How you got something?
No, my day was good. I finished. Well, I had my blog had been done for a while. I was just kind of sitting on it, but posted that and I made my list of scary movies and kind of just enjoyed my day. Got the wedding ring today.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Bought your man a ring.
Uh-huh.
So nice too. I can't wait.
Went to Ulta, got myself some
smell goods.
Some smell goods. Yeah. I love that store. It's very addicting, the store itself.
I know.
I mean, it's like hard to get out of. You're just like, next you see one. And I'm not even really a frilly, foofy kind of, shop like that. But I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun store. And see, that's the kind of stuff I like to do now. I mean, I can't even tell you if I would have been like, oh God, that place would have given me a headache even before I walked in. I'd be knocking stuff over probably. I don't even know. But no, that's exciting. Like simple stuff like that was fun. So it was a really good day.
Yeah, to go to a place and, you like to smell good.
Mm-hmm.
I like to smell good. It makes you feel good when people go, oh, you smell good. You're like, oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a extension of our personality because we all like different smells. And I think you're kind of like me. You want to wear something that you like.
Yeah.
Like you could tell me, oh, I like this one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it smells like cat pee. You said that about one of them. I'm like,
yeah, I was like, no.
It's like cat pee. And I'm like, okay, I guess I like cat pee. but no, it's like to go out and to spend, and of course the girls at the counter will tell you, but don't buy that one because for $20 more, you can get twice as much. And like, but that's $130 more than that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But, to drop that kind of money on stuff that makes you feel good, it's still kind of hard for us sometimes a little bit. But, man, to think back in our active addiction, we would drop that on liquor in our heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
That was set aside already. Like, that money was, already spent.
Yeah.
I got my paycheck. It was $1,000. I'm like, okay, well, there's $200 gone. I got $800.
Mm-hmm.
House payments due, that's $640. And, I got have my liquor, and the rest I can just kind of piece it together until next paycheck. But
yeah, I mean, and for those of you too, like that have just started, I mean, that are early in recovery, like I noticed this right off the bat is like I can actually, if I work and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and it doesn't cost anything to live in sobriety. I mean, to actually be sober. But if you're living and you're doing the next right thing and you're going to work and you're coming back, I'm like, wow, I am saving money, for things that I need and for things that I want. And it was, I didn't think twice about a $80 bar tab. Now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Everything is important and you work hard for, your money. And I'm proud of, everything, just like everyone should be. It's a whole different mentality. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. And you guys know what I'm talking about that are listening. So good for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's just amazing. And to even think back to how we would spend our money and I don't even want to call it spending and wasting.
Yeah. Not planning and
this is, I don't know. I'm glad that everything happened to me when it did and that I'm on this side of addiction now,
mm-hmm.
In recovery. And I said it before, I just wish everybody could experience it. And it's different for everybody. I talked to a guy, I was texting with him today, and he asked if he could reach out to me a few times a week. And I said, sure, I'll be happy, if you want to reach out a few times a week and just check in. I told him just don't BS me.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to BS me. If you want to talk and, I'm not going to ask you every day, hey, did you use, what's going on, man? Like what's on your mind? You know, what's in your head right now? Like, you can get it out, you know, and I'm not